Welcome to Copilot Podcasts. Imagine Mickey Mouse, Sully, and Jack Sparrow in a high-speed showdown that would make Fast and Furious look tame. Today, we're diving into Disney Speedstorm's explosive first season, where Monsters, Inc. characters took the wheel and changed the game. We'll break down the mechanics, characters, and why this free-to-play racer might just be your next gaming obsession.
And what a first season it was. Called Unafraid, Season 1 launched in April 2023 with 4 Monsters, Inc. racers hitting the track.
4 characters right out of the gate? That's pretty substantial for a launch lineup.
Oh yeah, they didn't hold back. We got Sully as a brawler class racer, Mike Wazowski as a speedster, Celia May as a defender, and Randall as a trickster. Each one perfectly matching their personality from the movies.
Wait, so they actually designed the racing classes around their character traits?
Exactly. Take Sully, for example. His brawler class makes perfect sense given his size and strength in the movies. And Randall's trickster abilities, perfect for someone who can turn invisible.
That's actually pretty clever. How does the actual racing feel, though?
Well, the core gameplay is surprisingly deep. You've got your basic acceleration with the right trigger, but here's where it gets interesting. You don't actually need to brake.
No braking? How does that work?
Instead, you use the left trigger for drifting, which builds up boost power. But there's a catch. The longer you drift, the slower you go.
Ah, so it's a risk-reward thing.
Exactly. You're constantly making split-second decisions between maintaining speed or sacrificing it for a potential boost later.
You know what's fascinating? The music choice. I heard it's pretty unique.
Oh my goodness, yes. It's like being at a Disney theme park after drinking 10 cups of coffee. They've mixed classic Disney tunes with this intense EDM-style dance music.
That sounds chaotic.
In the best possible way. It really adds to the energy of the races. And speaking of energy, let's talk about the factory track.
That's the Monsters, Inc. themed track, right?
Yeah, and they absolutely nailed the atmosphere. You're racing through this massive industrial space with door mechanisms everywhere, just like in the movie.
How many tracks were there at launch?
The game launched with 7 different maps, including the castle, a pirate's life, Mount Olympus, and the Great Wall.
That's quite a variety of environments.
And each one has these incredible visual effects. You might be racing through Elsa's ice palace one minute and dodging cannonballs between pirate ships the next.
Let's talk about the free-to-play aspect. How does that work?
So the base game is completely free, but there's a golden pass system for each season that gives you access to additional content and rewards.
Is it one of those pay-to-win situations?
Actually, players have reported that you can progress pretty well without spending money. The game gives you 2 free characters each season through the season tour rewards.
That's surprisingly generous for a free-to-play game.
Yeah, and they've been really responsive to player feedback. They actually made several improvements throughout Season 1 based on community input.
Like, what kind of improvements?
They adjusted the progression system, fixed some bugs with post-Battle Pass rewards, and even balanced character abilities, especially Mike Wazowski, who was pretty overpowered at launch.
Wait, Mike Wazowski was overpowered? The little green guy?
Oh yeah, there was actually this whole Mike meta phase where he was dominating the competitive scene.
That's hilarious. Speaking of competitive, how's the multiplayer scene?
It's pretty active. They have both ranked and regulated multiplayer modes, plus local play options.
And the races themselves, are they long, drawn-out affairs?
Not at all. Most races are just 1 or 2 laps and never last more than 5 minutes. Makes it really addictive, that just one more race feeling.
Like a theme park ride. Short, but intense.
That's actually a perfect comparison. The whole game has that theme park energy, the music, the environments, the quick bursts of excitement.
Did they add any surprise characters during the season?
Yes. Mid-season, they introduced Figment from Walt Disney World as a trickster-class racer.
Figment? That's an unexpected choice.
Right? His unique skill is called Spark of Imagination. He can make other racers intangible and obscure their vision. Really creative ability design.
How long did Season 1 run for?
It ran from April 18th to June 12th, 2023. About 8 weeks total.
That seems like a good length for a season.
Yeah, though they've actually experimented with different season lengths since then. They've tried everything from 6 weeks to 3 months.
How did players react to Season 1 overall?
The reception was pretty positive. Players especially loved the amount of content and activities available.
Any major criticisms?
Some players felt overwhelmed by how much there was to do, and there were some initial balance issues, but the developers addressed most concerns pretty quickly.
What about the skill ceiling? Is it easy to pick up?
The basic controls are super accessible, but there's a lot of depth when you start mastering the drift mechanics and character abilities.
Sounds like they found a good balance between accessibility and depth.
Exactly. And that's what made Season 1 such a strong start. It appealed to both casual Disney fans and serious racing game enthusiasts.
Did they have any special events during the season?
They ran several limited-time events that let players earn special rewards and character upgrades.
And how does the upgrade system work?
You collect shards and coins to level up your racers. Plus, there's a crew system where you can assign support characters to boost your stats.
That adds another layer of strategy.
Definitely. Choosing the right crew members can make a huge difference in how your racer performs.
Looking back, what do you think made Season 1 special?
I think it was the perfect mix of nostalgia and innovation. They took familiar characters and put them in this fresh, exciting context.
Plus, Monsters, Inc. was a great choice to start with.
Absolutely. The door factory setting translated perfectly into a racetrack, and the characters' personality really shone through in their racing styles.
Any final thoughts on Season 1?
It set a strong foundation for what Disney Speedstorm could be, a racing game that's both accessible and deep, with genuine respect for its source material.
Well, that brings us to the end of today's episode of Copilot Podcasts. Remember, folks, sometimes the best racing game isn't about the finish line, it's about the doors you go through along the way.
And in this case, those doors might literally lead to a monster-filled factory.